Evil Belle, the Clonening. Written by Akumokagetsu and read by the Fanfic Fan Pony. Rise, Sweetie Belle cackled in a most serious and terrifyingly evil voice, and not one at all that cracked when it got too high that Apple Bloom pretended not to laugh at. Rise, my minion of darkness, rise! This moment would have been accentuated perfectly by a bolt of lightning tearing the night sky or a thunderclap, but those were hard to achieve for a filly. In the middle of the day, with perfect weather, indoors. Rise, my dark minion! The soon-to-be Overlord pranced back and forth gleefully in front of her cardboard box, the unearthly blue light emanating from it. Rise and do my bidding! Mwahaha! For several seconds, nothing happened. For several minutes, still nothing happened. Sweetie Belle checked the old book, carefully peeling back the cover of the cardboard box an inch to peek inside. Surely she'd used enough cloning potion, the ancient grimoire that she had stolen from the library that Twilight Sparkle most certainly did not kindly help her check out and remind her of the return date with a little sticky note on the cover and a smiley face displaying everything she needed for her evil plans to work. Sweetie Belle paced back and forth around the corners of her brightly lit room, frowning at the semi-functioning egg timer. Perhaps she wasn't supposed to use the entire bottle? Sweetie Belle frowned even harder, thinking. That might have been the problem, considering she'd used quite a bit more than just one bottle. The emptied out and reused expensive shampoo bottles that belonged to her sister that were littering the floor were testament to that. Then, the cardboard box exploded. Slightly glowing Sweetie Belle was blasted out of the box with an excited whee! Her joy at temporary flight swiftly forgotten when she hit the ceiling. Hard. For some reason, she didn't come back down. Then she was followed by another, and another, and another, and another. Within 17 seconds, Sweetie Belles were practically being rapid-fired out of the cardboard box, each one blasting out with a whoomph, 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 whoomph. The original Sweetie Belle found herself gasping for breath as she attempted to pull herself out from underneath half a dozen excited, giggling clones. Then, the egg timer went off. Right, Sweetie Belle Classic stumbled to a stand, still a little dazed but eager to begin. Where was I? Oh, right. Rise, my dark minions! Rise! Yay! Squealed out one of the first sweeties to emerge. Raise the roof! There's no music, said another. It's imaginary. Raise the roof anyway. The muffled voice of one of the Sweetie Bells said with her face still stuck to the ceiling. Focus, my evil servants of darkness and shadow and scary stuff. Vintage Sweetie Belle clapped her hooves together gleefully, almost forgetting her soon-to-be super spooky evil overlord of Equestria smile. For we have a mission. Yay! One of the clones squeaked. I'm great at emissions. No, she said confessions, the unicorn filly crawling out from underneath a pile of identical fillies insisted. I heard her. Say it again. No, not nuclear fission, stamped the hoof of one of the sweeties near the middle. She said some pony is missing. Yes, we know you never actually left. It's an emergency. Some pony has gone missing. No, not circumcision. Sweetie Belle clapped her hooves together furiously to get the attention of the squabbling mimics. Right, she said a little loudly, a little irritated. Our mission, she reiterated very clearly, is to take over the world. Of course, one of the clones clapped a hoof to her forehead. It seems so obvious now. There was a rousing chorus of nods and agreements. Then it fell silent. How exactly do we do that? Piped up one of the sweeties from the back again. Easy. Sweetie Belle carefully snapped on her super villainous black cape, throwing a short and stumpy, but still extremely scary and intimidating, probably, shadow across the wall. We march on Canterlot itself. It was silent for a long pause. I see no flaws or issues with this plan whatsoever, a Sweetie copy near the front nodded thoughtfully. Indeed, said another. They'll never stand a chance against the might of the Sweetie Belle Armada. Battalion, corrected the previous one. Sweetie Belle Battalion. We should be the cutie mark Canterlot Crusaders. One near the back stamped cheerfully. Armada, Battalion, Inquisition, CMCC. Every pony, Sweetie Belle shouted at the top of her lungs, slamming the potion book down like a gavel for order. Those are all good names, but can we settle on naming ourselves something after we conquer Canterlot? For now, you are my minions. Can we get lunch first? A clone asked after a minute. I'm kinda hungry. Yeah, me too, nodded another. Then another. Okay, Sweetie Belle Esquire the First agreed. Lunch first, then global domination. Yay! Cheered the cloud of clones, following her down the stairs 2 at a time. Rarity! Sweetie Belle poked her head into the kitchen where her sister was calmly reading the newspaper with a cup of coffee floating before her in a magical grip. Would you mind making me some lunch, sis? Oh, no problem at all, dear. Rarity smiled, glancing up from her paper. How does peanut butter and jelly sound? Great, she beamed back at her. But can you make more than one? Certainly. Rarity blinked as another fellow Sweetie Belle came around the corner, shortly followed by 3 more with the rest close behind. That's about 100 or so, actually, Sweetie Belle informed her seriously. We're kinda in a hurry. We're gonna take over Canterlot, one of the clones cheered. The coffee cup hit the floor before Rarity did. Okay, the conquering of Canterlot first, then lunch. Sweetie Belle cast back her cape in what she hoped was a magnificent and impressive fashion. The clone directly behind her spit out the cape unperturbed. To Canterlot! To Canterlot! Echoed the rest of the clones, bounding right out the door after Sweetie Belle the Dark and Terrible. And also lunch! One at the back skipped along, but no pony paid any attention. Today would be a dark day for Equestria indeed. Sweetie Belle could already imagine just how perfectly her attack on Canterlot would go. In fact, the princesses were probably already writing up their letter of surrender. That would be the smart thing to do. It occurred to Sweetie that there might be some fuss over who got to sit on the big fancy throne of Celestius first, but even she planned for that. Sweetie Belle knew the rule of dibs. No pony could possibly disrespect dibs. It was then that the totally going to take over all of Equestria Philly realized something very important. All of the clones were simply gone. And, in case of emergencies, Sweetie Belle read aloud as her brows furrowed, trailing her hoof slowly over the page. Temporaries can be disposed of by direct sunlight. Aw, manure. I heard that, Sweetie Belle. Rarity poked her head in, nodding at the cleanup job that Sweetie Belle had spent the entire day on. Sweetie clammed up promptly, making a zipping motion across her mouth. No more bottles of scorch marks? Rarity inquired, poking one spot on the wall that had taken over an hour of scrubbing. I even got the ones that rolled under the bed, Sweetie sighed, letting Rarity lift the ancient book out of her hooves and place it on the nightstand. Oh, don't be so down. Rarity patted the disappointed filly on the head. You've still got all summer. You really think I can be super duper evil? Sweetie perked up immediately with a poorly hidden squeak. Oh, definitely. She tucked her in without pausing. And after that, you can finish your summer book report for Miss Charalee. Sweetie groaned and flopped back into her cushy pillows. Good night, Sweetie Belle. Rarity put out the lights with a quiet smile. Good night, Sweetie Belle stifled a yawn. I love you, sis. I love you too, Sweetie Belle. Within minutes, Sweetie was comfortably asleep, probably dreaming of something terrible and awful befitting of a dark overlord. At long last, after a long day, it was finally peaceful. And then,